Okay, in order to totally explain process color and how it works, I'm going to employ my old favorite faithful friend, Photoshop. So, how am I going to teach you process color in Photoshop when Photoshop is basically, RGB, and red, blue, green? And what I have to teach you is CMYK, which is more of a print aspect. Well, actually, Photoshop does deal with CMYK also. I'm not going to get into the differentiation between, CMYK and RGB and what the good and bad of them are. Just RBG is what we perceive as light bouncing off of an object. Okay, so and then the CMYK is actually a man-made color based on tints of other color laid on top of each other. Okay, so let's let's understand how color separation works first. In channels, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy this brief introduction video, and then we'll go on to the real lesson. So right here I have red, green, blue, and then the combination of red, green, blue. And if I go into mode, go to CMYK color, I have cyan, magenta, yellow, and black channels. Now, here's the fun stuff. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm just going to say inverse this. I'm going to make several variations of the same shape out here, but different colors. Okay, I'm going to make a rectangle. Okay. And I'm going to undo that. I'm going to actually go in here and make a rectangle, take a very light gray, and fill it in. Okay, another thing, I'm going to make another one just right here. Take this, drop it down just a little bit. Put some in there. Another one, I'm going to go all black. Put it in there. Now, this is what you're going to see as a color separation most of the time, CMYK, but you notice that there is no CMYK or anything listed on these yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this channel, after I've totally lost it, so default workspace it, I'm going to take this channel and load it as a selection. Okay, notice this one shows up with the little ants that march around it. This one did too. This one, however, did not. Why? Because this is lower than 50% gray. Anything lower than 50% gray doesn't show ants marching around it. I'm also going to take and inverse this. Okay? Go back to the layers, and I'm going to choose one color for my background. So again, you don't see this one, and these two are showing up. If I took this green and spray painted it through these now masked off areas based on the colors of gray and black over here, you're going to see a different variation of green show up. Okay, so I'm just going to spray paint some green in here, one coat. Okay, so you get that. This one, get a darker green. This one, you get the pure green. Alright, so now if you go to channels, see I have CMYK in the composite thereof. Now look at what happened. Here's mine that I made. This, but look at here. CMY in black. No black. Huh. So what happens is the lighter the color, the less ink is put onto it. The higher ratios of black allow more ink to pass through. So now that you kind of get an understanding of how that goes, the lighter the color, less ink. Darker the color, more ink. Just remember that. We'll go into InDesign and show you exactly another thing that you have to kind of see, and it'll all come into play.